Welcome to Flashback Tracks. Travel back in time each Friday to an era of big hair, leg warmers, and Walkmans.
Far out.
Veg out with some clips from Downtime Broadcasting's promotional audio cassette magazine from the 80s and 90s, right here on the World Wide Web.
The following article was reprised with permission of Incentive Magazine, copyright October 1989, and is entitled Visual Appeal by Amiad Yosef Finkelthal.
Posters and calendars have strong promotional appeal. Both can dramatically communicate your company's message in homes and offices. How then do you select the best medium to achieve your objectives? The rule of thumb is know your audience. Tailor your decision to the needs of the people you are trying to reach. Posters, for instance, are particularly effective with young people, especially college students. The Campbell Soup Company, Camden, New Jersey, used posters to increase penetration of chunky brand soups in the college market. A non-traditional approach was needed because students are hard to reach through the traditional means of advertising. They read fewer newspapers, watch less television, and listen to the radio less often than other consumer groups. Campbell Soup discovered that students buy most of their food at college bookstores, where the marketer has limited distribution. To reach them where they shop, Campbell launched a sweepstakes entitled Take a Bite Out of Your Tuition. Students could go to college bookstores to pick up entry forms for a chance to win $5,000 toward college fees. Posters placed at heavy traffic locations around college campuses promoted the sweepstakes. They also were used as giveaways in-store. Featured were popular athletes including Mike Ditka of the Chicago Bears and Howie Long of the Los Angeles Raiders. The athletes were effective attention getters since college students tend to admire athletes and view them as role models, says Campbell Soup Associate Marketing Manager Greg Kane. As a result of the sweepstakes and poster giveaway, traffic at participating stores increased, and Campbell reportedly scored points with bookstore managers.
In a similar fashion, the New York-based Bristol-Myers Company used a poster of athletes to gain display space for Vitalis hairspray targeted at men aged 21 to 49. As sponsor of the Vitalis Invitational Track Meet, the marketer issued a poster with a montage of competitors in various track events. The posters, which cost about $1.50 apiece to produce, were free with purchase from a freestanding display. Each display also contained entry blanks for a sweepstakes for tickets to the track meet. When consumers filled out their entries, they were asked to name the store at which they entered so the store manager could win tickets too. We obtained increased display space as a result of the poster promotion, and the poster display generated impulse buys for the product, says former Bristol-Myers promotion manager Lenny Luongo, who is now director of consumer promotions at Robert Bryan Associates, a New York sales promotion firm.
A calendar can be just as effective as a poster in gaining display space, provided retailers perceive it as a truly useful item for consumers. A study conducted by New York-based Richard Manville Research reveals that 6 out of 10 household members carry pocket or wallet calendars, and the average office has more than 2 calendars in it. When managers of Bristol-Myers Bufferin brand expressed an interest in giving away a calendar, Warren Weil, a partner at Empire Marketing Group, a Valhalla, New York-based promotion agency, came up with a useful format that promoted the Bufferin name. Weil wanted to remind consumers that whenever they feel stress, they should reach for Bufferin. He came up with 12 tips about stressful situations to put into the calendar. For example, for the month of June, when many people take to the road for vacations, there was this reminder about car safety. Getting stranded on a road somewhere can be stressful. Included was information on where to write for a free booklet on car safety from the Mobil Corporation. Each month we described a different resource available for free, plus helpful information about a particular subject, Weil says. The fact that the information could be obtained for free really helped consumers and retailers perceive this calendar as a value-added item.
To find tie-in partners, Empire selected topics of interest to men and women aged 18 to 49, and then checked with industry associations and trade publications for sources of free literature. Sources were asked if they would be able to meet a large volume of requests. Most companies and organizations contacted agreed to assume the cost of printing extra literature to meet such demand. Once Bufferin agreed to the idea, it had to find a calendar format that would work for retailers. We decided on a pocket calendar that could fit right into the pocket on a riser card, says Bristol-Myers sales promotion manager Don Corwin. The Bristol-Myers calendar was free with purchase. Did Bufferin consider charging for it? It wasn't fancy enough, says Weil. It had only one illustration, a picture of a Bufferin bottle on the cover. Each one cost us about 10 to 15 cents to produce. All 500,000 of the Bufferin calendars placed with retailers ended up in consumers' hands, Weil claims. One reason for our success was that we were able to get 50 calendars into each display. Had we gone with a weekly rather than monthly design, the calendar would have been much fatter, and we wouldn't have been able to display so many at once.
Travel back in time with us next Friday as we share more clips from the 80s and 90s on another rad episode of Flashback Tracks, exclusively on Promo Corner. Time to bounce.